Hey there, everyone, I've got some incredible news that's going to make your January a whole lot brighter. If you're one of the millions of Americans receiving Social Security or SSDI benefits, you'll want to pay close attention to what I'm about to share. We're talking about a massive $4,240 payment heading your way on January 25th, and this affects beneficiaries in 32 states. Wondering if your state is on the list? Stay tuned because I'm going to break down everything you need to know about this payment and who qualifies. Before we dive deeper into these exciting details, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on important updates about your benefits. Your financial well-being matters, and I'm here to keep you informed every step of the way. Let's start with the burning question on everyone's mind: why are these payments so significant this time around? Well, this particular payment is part of the latest cost of living adjustment implementation, combined with additional state-specific supplements that have made this one of the largest benefit distributions we've seen in recent years. The Social Security Administration has been working tirelessly to ensure that beneficiaries receive the support they need, especially considering the ongoing economic challenges many Americans are facing. Now, you might be wondering how this $4,240 payment breaks down and who exactly qualifies for the full amount. The payment structure is actually quite interesting, and it varies depending on several factors, including your benefit category, your state of residence, and your individual circumstances. For Social Security retirement beneficiaries, the payment includes the standard monthly benefit plus applicable state supplements. SSDI recipients will see similar adjustments, with some potentially receiving additional support based on their specific disability classification. Let's talk about the 32 states where these enhanced payments will be distributed. These states have implemented special supplementary programs that work in conjunction with federal benefits to provide additional support to their residents. Some of the major states included are California, New York, Florida, Texas, and Illinois, but don't worry if I haven't mentioned your state yet. I'll be covering the complete list shortly. One of the most important aspects of this payment is understanding how it fits into the broader picture of Social Security benefits for 2024. The Social Security Administration has made significant changes to account for inflation and rising living costs. But what does this mean for you specifically? Well, if you're currently receiving benefits, you might notice that this payment is substantially higher than what you've received in previous months. This isn't a mistake, it's actually part of the planned increases for the new year. Here's something crucial that many people don't realize: these increased payments aren't just a one-time thing. They represent the new standard for monthly benefits in 2024, reflecting the latest COLA adjustments. This means that moving forward, you can expect your monthly payments to maintain this higher level, providing more consistent support throughout the year. Isn't it refreshing to know that your benefits are keeping pace with the changing economic landscape? Let's break down the eligibility criteria in more detail. To receive the full $4,240 payment, you'll need to meet certain requirements. First and foremost, you must be a current recipient of either Social Security retirement benefits or SSDI. Your monthly benefit amount will be calculated based on your earning history, years of work, and the age at which you began receiving benefits. For SSDI recipients, the payment amount also takes into account the nature and severity of your disability. But what about supplemental security income recipients? Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you. While the payment structure might be slightly different for SSI beneficiaries, many will still see significant increases in their January 25th payment. The exact amount will depend on your individual circumstances and whether you receive any state supplementary payments. Speaking of state supplements, let's dive into how these additional payments work. Each of the 32 participating states has its own supplementary program with varying amounts and eligibility requirements. Some states offer flat-rate supplements, while others adjust the amount based on factors like living arrangements, marital status, and other income sources. Have you checked whether your state offers these supplementary benefits? If not, now is the perfect time to look into it. One question that frequently comes up is whether these payments will affect other benefits you might be receiving. This is an important consideration, especially for those who receive multiple types of assistance. Generally speaking, these Social Security and SSDI payments won't negatively impact other federal benefits you're entitled to. However, it's always a good idea to check with your benefits coordinator if you have specific concerns about your situation. Now, let's address something that might be on your mind: what if you haven't received your benefits yet, but believe you should be eligible? Don't panic, there are several steps you can take. First, make sure all your information is up to date with the Social Security Administration. This includes your current address, banking information for direct deposit, and any recent changes in your circumstances. Have you moved recently or changed banks? These factors could affect how and when you receive your payment. The January 25th payment date is particularly significant because it marks one of the largest single-day benefit distributions in recent history. The Social Security Administration has carefully planned this distribution to ensure that all eligible beneficiaries receive their payments promptly and accurately. But what happens if there's a delay or issue with your payment? I'll be sharing some important contact information and resources you can use if you encounter any problems. Let's talk about how you can make the most of this increased benefit amount. Financial planning is crucial, especially when receiving a larger payment than usual. Have you considered setting aside a portion for emergency savings? Or perhaps using some of the increase to catch up on essential expenses? While everyone's situation is different, it's important to think strategically about how to use these funds to improve your financial security. One aspect that's particularly noteworthy about this payment is how it reflects the government's response to inflation and rising living costs. The substantial increase in benefits demonstrates a recognition of the financial challenges many Americans are facing. But what does this mean for future benefit adjustments? Will we continue to see similar increases in the coming years? While it's impossible to predict exact future amounts, the Social Security Administration's commitment to regular cost of living adjustments suggests that benefits will continue to be adjusted as needed. For those of you who are new to receiving Social Security or SSDI benefits, you might be wondering about the taxation of these payments. It's important to understand that while these benefits can be taxable, the rules are quite specific. The taxability of your benefits depends on your total income from all sources, not just your Social Security or SSDI payments. Have you considered consulting with a tax professional to understand how these increased payments might affect your tax situation? Let's also discuss how these payments might affect those who are receiving benefits on behalf of someone else, such as representative payees. If you're managing benefits for another person, it's crucial to understand how these increases will impact their financial situation and any reporting requirements you might have. Are you familiar with the responsibilities of being a representative payee and how they relate to these increased payments? One of the most positive aspects of this payment increase is its potential impact on quality of life for beneficiaries. With the rising costs of essential items like groceries, healthcare, and housing, these additional funds can make a significant difference in many people's lives. Have you thought about how you might use this increase to improve your daily living situation or address any long-standing needs? For those of you in the 32 affected states, it's important to understand how your state-specific programs interact with these federal benefits. Each state has its own rules and procedures for supplementary payments, and these can significantly affect your total benefit amount. Are you familiar with your state's supplementary program and how it works? If not, I'll be providing resources where you can find more information about your state-specific benefits. Let's address another common concern. What if you're currently applying for benefits or planning to apply soon? While these increased payments won't affect your application process directly, they do represent the new baseline for benefit calculations. This means that if you're approved for benefits, you'll be entering the system at a time when payment amounts are higher than they've been in previous years. Security and fraud prevention are also important topics to discuss when it comes to these increased payments. Unfortunately, scammers often try to take advantage of benefit increases by targeting recipients with various schemes. Have you received any suspicious calls or emails about your benefits? Remember, the Social Security Administration will never call you to demand immediate payment or threaten to suspend your benefits. Always be vigilant and verify any communications you receive about your benefits. For those of you who receive your benefits through direct deposit, which is the vast majority of beneficiaries, you can expect to see these funds in your account on January 25th. If you receive paper checks, the delivery date might vary slightly depending on your location and postal service. Have you considered switching to direct deposit if you haven't already? It's generally the fastest and most secure way to receive your benefits. Looking ahead, it's important to understand how these increased payments fit into your overall financial planning. While the boost in benefits is certainly welcome news, it's still crucial to maintain good financial habits and planning. Have you considered working with a financial advisor to create a comprehensive plan that takes these increased benefits into account? Many organizations offer free or low-cost financial counseling specifically for Social Security and SSDI beneficiaries. Let's also discuss how these payments might affect those who are receiving multiple types of benefits. For example, if you receive both Social Security retirement benefits and a pension, or if you're eligible for both SSDI and workers' compensation, there are specific rules about how these different benefits interact. Are you aware of how your various benefits work together and any applicable offset rules? As we wrap up this discussion about the January 25 payments, I want to emphasize the importance of staying informed about your benefits. Changes and updates to Social Security and SSDI programs happen regularly, and it's crucial to keep up with these developments. Have you signed up for electronic notifications from the Social Security Administration? This is one of the best ways to stay updated about changes that might affect your benefits. Remember, if you have specific questions about your situation, the best resource is always the Social Security Administration itself. Their website and phone support services are available to help you understand your benefits and address any concerns you might have. Don't hesitate to reach out if you need clarification about these increased payments or any other aspect of your benefits. Before we conclude, I want to remind you how important it is to share this information with others who might benefit from it. Do you know someone who receives Social Security or SSDI benefits? Make sure to let them know about these increased payments, especially if they live in one of the 32 affected states. Sharing knowledge and resources is one of the best ways we can support each other in our financial journeys. Thank you for staying with me through this detailed explanation of the January 25 Social Security and SSDI payments. If you found this information helpful, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more updates on benefits, financial news, and important information that affects your well-being. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to managing your benefits and financial security.